following contest is a singles match. It is a 15-minute time limit and is scheduled for one fall.
It's time for some more singles competition. So we're going to get a want-to-be contender going up against the super contender. As here comes a man who's been showing us so much here in Revolution Pro Wrestling, Michael Oku. He's made it very clear he wants to be a part of the 2019 Contenders Division. He's doing very well for himself thus far.
Currently in the ring, this is Michael Oku!
If he's going to be a contender, first of all he's going to need to get past a man he refers to as his best friend in professional wrestling, the super contender, Kurtis Chapman.
Introducing his opponent.
This is going to be a very interesting one to say the least, and it's going to be a tough contest for Kurtis Chapman. He's going up against one of his friends, his best friend in professional wrestling, Michael Oku. Well, maybe fought in a sporting-like way, but the reality of the situation is the wins and losses matter here, and for Kurtis Chapman, he needs a victory, especially after that crushing, heartbreaking defeat he had to Chris Ridgway, a man he's lost to on 4 separate occasions right now. He started 2019 so well, the big victory after James Castle. It's actually his first singles victory since being defeated by Chris Ridgway in a non-title match for the undisputed British Cruiserweight Championship, and he said his career from that point on, he became obsessed almost with Chris Ridgway, and he had a bit of a downward spiral from that point on, and that downward spiral has led to him wanting to refocus for 2019. We saw earlier El Phantasmo. We've spoken time and time again about new year, new me, and we're going to see how things work out for Kurtis Chapman right now. And again, we're going to see how the loss to Chris Ridgway is going to affect Kurtis Chapman's psyche, because he defeated James Castle. He didn't have to call out Chris Ridgway, but he decided to do just that, and he was defeated by Chris Ridgway. And after he was defeated by Chris Ridgway, he then went on to lose last week in Bristol to Ash Draven, and we're going to hope that this isn't a similar pattern to 2019 for Kurtis Chapman's sake.
And it must be even harder for Kurtis. He's now facing, in this ring, one of his close friends, in Michael Oku. These guys have trained together, they know each other well, and Kurtis, as you said, is on that losing streak, but can this...
Well, he's not necessarily on a losing streak. He was victorious against James Castle, as I'm saying.
Yes, you're right.
It's all about... for me, it's all about Chris Ridgway. And, I mean, for anyone who saw, he was... had Zack Sabre Jr. in his ear after the defeat, and Zack had some very strong words for Kurtis Chapman, to say the least, and stuff like that. It really plays on a young wrestler's mind, and Kurtis Chapman now, he really needs to rebound here, not let a trend from 2018 become a trend in 2019. And it doesn't matter. Chris Ridgway should not matter to the career of Kurtis Chapman right now.
But when an icon and a legend and our current undisputed British champion has words with you like Zack Sabre Jr. has with Kurtis Chapman, that has got to put something either in your ear and in your mind to make you want to go harder and go home.
He was defeated by Ash Draven last week, and you saw the look on his face last week after he was defeated by Ash Draven. He was frustrated, he was angry, there were several opportunities for him to put that match away. It really looked like he'd done the job, and look at that, look at the angle. Kurtis just twisted the arm of Michael Oku. And Michael Oku, Kurtis will know, but Michael Oku has a history of wrist injuries, recently coming back from a broken arm. And Oku looking for a single leg crab. Chapman reaches the bottom rope. And look at this, Chapman straight back into his face, not so friendly now. And this is perhaps the tack that Kurtis Chapman needs to make right here.
Looks like this friendly competition may have just taken a bit of a darker turn. Kurtis showing some aggression there, but they're in the ropes now.
Is he going to give him a clean break? Yes, he does. Oh, Kurtis Chapman. Oh, look at that for a slap from Michael Oku, showing that he won't be pushed around, but Kurtis Chapman with a double leg, and Oku trying to get his back momentarily in the ropes, both jockeying for position on the mat here. And both got an ankle lock applied. And it's Kurtis who's the most aggressive there. Oh, and look at that. He twists it round the other way, and it's not hard to see how painful that is. A lot of the time in wrestling, we can say that we don't really know how much it hurts. We can't really imagine how much it hurts. But anyone who's twisted an ankle before knows how much that must be hurting Michael Oku. Oh my goodness.
Kurtis rolling through them, putting more pressure on the ankle even more now, twisting it again and again.
And Oku reaches the bottom rope. And what Michael Oku did there so well was keep his composure. Because that's when you find yourself in deep, deep water. When you struggle, when you panic.
Kurtis now going downstairs, punching straight in the breadbasket. Reversal by Michael Oku off the ropes. What a knee! What a knee by Michael Oku!
He just knocked him out. And Oku realises that, quick to recover. Hook of the leg! Oh, and Kurtis Chapman kicks out.
Kurtis checking his nose is still attached there. It is, but Michael Oku's knee connected squarely with his face. Now Michael in control with the feet.
Chapman kicks him away. Oh, he went for a code breaker. Oku caught him. Single leg crab applied now. Oh, and Chapman quick to get himself to those ropes.
Kurtis knows that Michael likes that single leg Boston.
Pulls him. No! Straight into that code breaker. My goodness. Look at that look on Kurtis Chapman's face. Michael Oku's face was just driven into the knees of Kurtis Chapman.
5 minutes gone. 5 minutes.
2, 3.
Now Kurtis going back to that previously injured wrist you mentioned, Andy. It's just all over Michael.
Big body shots from Chapman, and Oku trying to defend himself, but as he tries to defend his head, he's opening himself up further, just pushes Chapman away, who charges and connects to the side of the head.
What a kick.
And I'm seeing Kurtis Chapman grow as a professional wrestler before us right now. This is a type of killer instinct that Chapman needs if he's going to be successful right here. But Oku went for a big backdrop. Kurtis rolls him through. And you see, Kurtis almost gave Oku the leg there to kick him away.
And again, straight down
and
into
I don't
the
know,
knees.
and Kurtis Chapman, oh, big double boot stomp. I don't know if you'll be able to see it at home, but Kurtis Chapman, he fed that leg to Michael Oku. Almost fainted him into that, and now he's gone for that arm bar again on that injured arm, and Oku trying to maintain the grip so Kurtis Chapman can't get a full extension, and if he can get a full extension, Oku's in a lot of trouble.
Oku is fighting it, he's locking his fingers, trying to stop Kurtis from breaking them.
Oh, and Kurtis Chapman, he got the full extension, but momentarily it was a split second. Any longer and this one would have been over, but fortunately for Michael Oku, when he broke the hand away, he found himself right at that bottom rope and forcing a break.
Good ring awareness there by Michael Oku.
Look at that, kicking away at the hamstring of Michael Oku. My goodness.
Chapman trying to Charlie horse that hamstring of Michael, trying to make him hard to struggle to stand, to walk, and you can see in there he's already limping.
Oku is standing up to these blows. He caught the leg and straight slap to the face, forcing him to release that leg. looking for the Sega Mega Drive, but Oku catches him. Kurtis made a mistake in calling for it. Oku drops him across that top rope. This could be your moment. Big drop kick connects.
Hoisting him up.
Oh, and drives him down the jackhammer-like motion. Oh, and Chapman kicked out. Barely.
That was close for Michael Oku. A 2 count, but only just. Could have been easily a 3. Both these guys are spent. Michael Oku is first to his feet, but he's got to be hurting. That leg and that arm have both got to be suffering from the punishment from Kurtis Chapman.
The pad is off. Oku means all business right now. Short arm clothesline misses. Chapman.
He's going for it again.
Oh, and Oku had it scouted again. And now he gives him the half crab. That half crab applied.
There we go, he's tapped back into it. More pressure.
And Chapman finds that bottom rope.
Both these guys know each other so well. It's clearly played into this match. Both these guys' ring awareness has been so key with getting to that bottom rope with every submission hold that's been placed on. Kurtis trying to create some separation here.
And he can't stand on that leg. You see him, he's tried to stand up right there. And when he tried to put weight on it, he just fell back down to the canvas. Fortunately for Chapman, Tom Scarborough is giving him the benefit of the doubt here with this count. And Oku, look at this, Oku just running around trying to... Oh, Chapman moved out the way. Watch out, Oku! Big boot from Kurtis Chapman.
10 minutes gone, 10 minutes.
Only 5 minutes left of his 15-minute time limit match. Both men putting it all on the line. And Oku just spits in his face. And he's unloading on Kurtis Chapman and clotheslines him into the ring.
That's one way to get your opponent back in the ring. Now Michael Oku himself needs to get in. Can he? He looks like he's contemplating going to the top. Will his leg hold out?
Well, he went for a triple jump springboard moonsault and he connected with nothing but canvas. And Kurtis Chapman now power bombs him down to the canvas. He's got the leg, he's maintained control of that leg, and look at the angle that Kurtis Chapman is twisting and contorting that leg of Michael Oku one way into another. And Kurtis Chapman pulling back with every ounce of energy in his body, sadistic in nature. Both legs tied up. And now Kurtis Chapman takes a head as well. And look, if Kurtis Chapman can link his hands here, Oku's in all kinds of trouble. He's using his knee for leverage. And now he gets it and Oku taps out. Kurtis Chapman picks up the win. And I called it, Dan. I called it.
Here is your winner by tap out, Kurtis Chapman.
For Kurtis Chapman, it was a case of if he could link those arms. If he could link those arms, it was going to be all over for Michael Oku. As there you see him going back to his friend Michael Oku. And Kurtis Chapman picked up the win. That was a win he needed, a win he desperately needed. But take nothing away from Michael Oku, who continues to impress here in Revolution Pro Wrestling.